God is saying, let them go. See, you're fighting too hard for something God already told you to walk away from. And deep down, you know it, you feel it. But you keep holding on, hoping maybe, just maybe things will change. Maybe they'll finally treat you right. Maybe they'll finally see your worth. Maybe this time will be different. But the truth is it won't. Because God has been trying to close this door and you keep sticking your foot in the way. Let them go. I don't care how much history you have. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care how many times you told yourself, but they're different. If someone keeps bringing you pain, confusion, and chaos, what exactly are you holding on to? It ain't love, it's fear. Fear of being alone, fear of starting over, fear that maybe, just maybe, you'll never find something better. But let me tell you something, God will never take something from you without the intention of replacing it with something greater. Psalms 147:3 says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. But you can't heal while you're still holding on to the things that are breaking you. You can't move forward while you're still entertaining what God has freed you from. And let's be real, some of you guys aren't holding on to the person, you're holding on to the idea of them. You're in love with their potential. You're in love with the fantasy of who they could be if they tried harder, if they just healed, if they stopped being so selfish. But you know what's real? The version of them that keeps breaking you. The version of them that lies, that manipulates, that makes you feel like you're hard to love. And that version is the only one they've chosen you to be. And God is telling you, stop waiting for them to become someone they don't even want to be. My favorite verse of all time, Jeremiah 29:11 says, For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. God is not in the business of keeping you stuck. He's not calling you to live in confusion, heartbreak, or constant disappointment. He's calling you higher. But you can't elevate when you're still tied to what's beneath you. And at some point, you're gonna have to wake up and realize that you are the one that's keeping you stuck. You're the one making excuses. You're the one delaying your blessings because you won't walk away. How many times has God shown you their true colors? How many times have you sat in rooms crying, replaying that cycle in your head? How many times have you forgiven something you shouldn't have even tolerated? And yet, here you are, still hoping, still waiting. But let me ask you something. If you have to beg for love, is it really love? If you have to break yourself to fit in their life, is it really meant for you? If you're constantly drained, constantly questioning, constantly feeling like you're not enough, is that what God has for you? No, because God is not the author of confusion. The enemy will trick you into believing that this pain is love, that this attachment is so deep, that if you let go, you'll never find something better. But that's a lie. That's fear talking. And some of y'all have confused the enemy's voice for God's. You keep saying, God, give me a sign, but you're ignoring every single one he's already given you. That gut feeling, that moment when their mask slipped, you saw the real them. That random, out of nowhere conviction that you should walk away, that was a sign. But you stayed because you rather hold on to the pain than face the unknown. Listen to me. Your future is not behind you. Your peace is not in that toxic relationship. Your purpose is not in the hands of someone who doesn't see your value. You are not meant to live a life of suffering just to prove your loyalty. God is calling you to something better, but he won't force you to take it. You have to choose. You can stay in this cycle, wasting time, giving love to someone who can't even reciprocate it, or you can trust that what's ahead is greater than what you're leaving behind. When you finally let go, you will finally surrender. When you finally stop chasing people who don't even deserve to be in your presence, that's when things will shift. That's when peace will come. That's when clarity will hit. That's when you will realize you never needed them in the first place.